Hi all, welcome to Ronia Digital Class Room. This is a platform for making solutions to the practical problems of accounting for the students in plus 2, plus 1, plus 2 and for the degree courses. Through this session, what I am trying to do is to simplify how we can simply solve the problems while we are having your assignments or your exams. We will show or we will try to solve problems as simple as possible. In this session, we will discuss some basics of accounting and business. We will start with the purpose of accounting. Why we are making accounts or what is accounting? Accounting is a process of finding out the profit or loss of a business. So what is a business? It's a common term used by many people in many parlance. Commonly, business is termed as a person's trade or profession. But in commercial term, business is different. So, the commercial meaning of business is a set of organized activities for the production and exchange of goods and services with an objective of earning profit. I repeat, a set of organized activities for the production and exchange of goods and services for the objective of making profit. So, there are some elements in business. We will discuss it. It is a set of organized activities. All the activities done by a businessman is organized. He will plan and then he will implement. So it's a set of organized activities for the production. What do you mean by production? Creating new. Production involves three elements. First one is conversion of raw materials into finished products. Second one, assembling of parts into a finished product. And third one, extraction of resources from the nature. So for example, take a wooden manufacturing company. Wood is a raw material. We will use the machinery or we will have the manual labor and we will convert it into a furniture. So that is what is called raw material into finished goods. Take the example of a car manufacturer. He is purchasing almost all the spare parts from other industries and he is simply assembling it. So that is assembling. That is also a concept in production. And last one is the extraction. Coal mines, gold mines. All these are examples of extracting. All the three terms will come under the term production. And exchange. As we know, exchange is transferring from one person to another. Something. That is what is called exchange. Suppose take the example of a grocery merchant in our nearby area. He is not creating anything. He is buying it from the wholesalers or dealers or traders and he will sell it to the consumers. He is reselling it. He is not creating anything. He is just buying and reselling it. That is called exchange. I repeat, business is a set of organized activities for the production and exchange of goods and services. What all the examples we have said before is example of good. The final product that can be consumed by a person for satisfying his need. Maybe consumer goods or industrial goods. Consumer goods are those goods which are bought by a person for satisfying his own needs like vegetables, groceries, household appliances, cosmetics, medicines, etc. And what about industrial goods? These goods are used by industries not for their purpose but for creating some other goods which can be resold to someone else. Services are also a part of business. Services are the benefits received by a consumer from an expert. The expert is using his expertise to serve the needs of the consumers. Who are the experts? Doctors, nurses, teachers, engineers, hairstylists. All these are examples for the service rendered experts. So, a set of organized activities for the production and exchange of goods and services with the objective of earning profit. Every business is done in order to gain profit, in order to attain profit. But whether the profit is attained, how we can evaluate or how we can record, that is being calculated or that is being analyzed with the help of accounting. So accounting is recording of all these activities, all these organized activities done by a businessman. Moving on to the main features of business. I said it's an organized activity. It involves purchase and sale of goods and services. It is a profit motive activity. And there are some other major features too. Business involves a continuous process. Suppose we are selling our all cycle for rupees 500. We are getting the income rupees 500. But whether it is a business, no. But if it is a business, he should have a showroom. He should have a lot of cycles, a variety of cycles from where the consumers or the buyer can select from the cycles. So it's a continuous process. It should not be a random one. And another feature is it is under the control of government. There are various laws in all the countries in order to have a track on the various business activities. Another important feature of business is it involves risks and uncertainties. Risk is the chances of having a loss, and uncertainty is knowing completely nothing about future. That is what is called uncertainty. In risk, we know there are various chances of having a loss and there are a lot of chances having a profit too. But in uncertainty, the future is completely unknown. Business involves these two elements also, risk and uncertainty. And it also involves optimal utilization of resources. We are utilizing various resources, human resources, physical resources, time, energy, skill, expertise, infrastructure facilities. All these are scarce. So another objective of business is to earn profit and to maintain its profitability. What is profitability? The ability of the business to earn profits in future that can be attained only through the optimal utilization of resources. So these are the major features of business. So business done for making profit is being recorded to find out whether we are making profit or loss. This recording process and the related terms is included in the term accounting, accountancy, etc. So we will move on to the term accounting. Before moving on to the term accounting, we will see what is bookkeeping. Another common used term, bookkeeping. It's also a part of accounting. So bookkeeping is a process of recording transactions in the various books. Broadly, these books are divided into two, journal and ledger, or books of primary entry and books of secondary entry. We will discuss it later. The term accounting is defined as the art of recording, classifying and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions and events which are in part at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. It's a famous definition given by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. It's an art, it involves skill. It's an art of recording. That is what we have discussed in the term bookkeeping. Recording, classifying, we have to classify it and we have to summarize it. What? The transactions, the activities in a business. How? In terms of money. So every transaction or every event in a business should be converted into monetary terms. Whether it is possible? Yes, it is possible. We will convert every transaction in monetary terms. So the events which will be converted into monetary transactions are firstly recorded, then classified, then summarized. For what? For giving results to the persons. There are various persons who requires the results of business. First of all, the businessman. As we said, we are investing or we are making our business in order to earn profit. So the businessman requires details, information regarding the business activities. The government is also controlling, so government requires. Then there are shareholders. If it is a company, shareholders need to know how the business moves. Then there are creditors, banks and other institutions who support us. So the main purpose of accounting is to distribute information to the persons who require details regarding the activities of business. All these persons are summarily termed as stakeholders. So the main purpose of business is to make profit and the main purpose of accounting is to distribute information to the stakeholders. What are the major characteristics of accounting? It deals with recording, classifying and summarizing. It starts from bookkeeping and ends with transmitting information to the stakeholders, and it involves a lot of steps. All these steps will be discussed later. Then what is accountancy? Accounting is the actual work that is being done by an accountant, and accountancy involves the theories and principles which will help the accountant to make his activities perfect. So accountancy involves all those rules and regulations that must be followed by an accountant in a particular country to find out the profit or loss of a business. So it involves rules and procedures, the steps to be followed, the concepts to be taken into consideration, and some guidelines given by the various accounting professionals. So it involves a lot of regulations and rules, and there are some practices also involved. So accountancy is all those rules and regulations that a an accountant should follow while preparing the books of accounts of a company. So we have discussed what is business, what is bookkeeping, what is accounting, and what is accountancy. In nutshell, we can say that the main purpose of making profit of a business is being evaluated through accounting, followed by the accountancy principles. And accountancy involves three elements: recording, accounting, and auditing. The auditor will check whether the concepts are clear in the accounts, whether the procedures followed are correct, or whether there is any deviations from the specifications given by various authorities. So this is for this session. We'll meet again on the next session with the recording of transactions. Thank you. Bye all.